All right, so let's get into this because OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, just did something that kind of came out of nowhere. And no, it's not just another model update. This is a story about Hollywood, about AI actors, and maybe a huge shift in how we're all going to watch, well, anything.
And this whole thing really kicks off with a firestorm in Hollywood. I mean, just look at this quote from actress Melissa Barrera. Pretty strong words, right? So what in the world could make a star say something like that?
Well, it all comes down to this. An AI talent studio created a completely AI-generated actor named Tilly Norwood. And the idea that an agent could sign a deal with a piece of software, yeah, that basically freaked out the entire creative community.
And this wasn't just one person getting upset. I mean, you had major players like Natasha Lyonne calling for a straight-up boycott of any agency that would even think about working with something like this. The battle lines were drawn instantly.
So this slide really breaks down the two sides of the argument. On one hand, the creators are saying, hey, this is just a new tool, like a paintbrush for telling stories. But on the other hand, you have actors looking at this and seeing something way more sinister, a path to replacing them with cheap digital copies.
And look, the reality is, it's kind of both, isn't it? It is a creative tool, and it's a way to replace human labor. But here's the twist. While this whole debate was raging, the real story, the much bigger story, was unfolding somewhere else entirely.
Because it turns out, while everyone in Hollywood was focused on the threat of this one AI actor, OpenAI was quietly building something much, much bigger. They were building an entire social network.
And that right there brings us to the main event, the brand new Sora app. This is OpenAI's big move, their answer to the whole social media scene.
So what is it? Honestly, it's designed to look and feel exactly like the apps you already use. It's a vertical video feed just like the one you're probably scrolling through right now. But here's the catch. Every single video is made by AI.
So, a few key details for you. It's built on their new Sora 2 model, and for now, it's invite-only in the US and Canada. You can see what they're doing here, right? They're wrapping this powerful tech in a familiar package to get us all comfortable with it.
Okay, but this is where things go from interesting to, frankly, a little bit wild. The app's killer feature isn't just about making cool AI videos, it's about putting you inside of them. Let's talk about this Cameo feature.
So a cameo is basically your digital twin. It's a copy of your face, your body, even your voice that lives inside the app. And this is the one thing that makes Sora completely different from any other app with some AI filters.
And you gotta hand it to them, they made the process ridiculously simple. You just read a few numbers out loud, move your head around when it tells you to, and boom, that's it. Sora scans you and creates this shockingly good digital version of yourself.
So, the journalist who wrote the article we're looking at, he actually got his hands on this thing early. And of course, the first thing he did was start playing around with his own Cameo. Let's see what he came up with.
All right, so first up, he tried something kind of normal. Just a simple prompt, him walking down a street in San Francisco with a bulldog. Looks pretty standard, right? But you have to remember, none of this is real. The street, the dog, even his own body. It's all just made up from a line of text.
Okay, so after that, he decided to get a little weirder with it. He prompted the app to put him inside the original Mortal Kombat game, fighting Raiden. And just like that, poof, he's the star of his own video game.
And for the grand finale, he went for something just totally out there. Here he is, recording a podcast, but the microphone suddenly comes to life. I mean, you can see how the creative possibilities are just endless, and it only takes a couple of minutes to create these.
Okay, these examples are fun, no doubt about it, but what's the bigger picture here? So what? Why should we really care about another app?
I mean, let's be real for a second. We've all seen AI video on our feeds, right? TikTok, Reels, it's everywhere. So the fact that the video is synthetic, that's not really the new part. That's only half the story. Now, the real bombshell here, the thing that changes everything, isn't just that the video's fake. It's that it's deeply, radically personalized. This isn't just AI making a video anymore. This is AI making a video starring you.
This is a whole new ballgame for content. I mean, think about it. Our feeds already know what we like, what we're interested in. But this is the final step. Now the content itself can be tuned to your own face and your own voice. The line between the person watching and the person in the video just completely evaporates.
And all of this leaves us with this massive, kind of scary question. What happens to our culture, to our shared reality,
when the media we consume isn't just made by a machine, but is made by a machine exclusively for each and every one of us. That's the future this app is asking us to think about.